Okay, this... Whoa. Feedback. And yeah, I can hear that sound. Okay. I'll do a countdown.
Okay.
So, okay, this is Umihara Kawase. Okay, so it says shortest path, longest path. Oh yeah, speaking of paths, did anyone donate for what path I'm going to play?
Oh.
I need to check.
I'm assuming not really, because no one knows this game, but... And no one... Seriously? I saw it in the tracker earlier. I mean, it didn't have any donations, and I'm assuming it doesn't have any donations, but this guy is the definition of neckbeard. Yeah. The idea behind this game is pretty much it's a grappling hook game.
Sightseeing path.
Yeah,
Sightseeing path.
yeah,
Okay,
it's sightseeing path.
It's one of I mean the paths where it's two different longest paths. They differ a little in the middle, but they're the same amount of stages. So yeah, I don't know. I suggested Nation instead of me to do a shortest path run afterwards because that's like 3 minutes. So I might do that anyway, depending on where we're on schedule. So okay, let's just go. Sightseeing path. We gotta remember to take that station. Okay, so are we ready? I'll do a countdown. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now I'm just hoping the first stage isn't being a... Okay. This does not start out well. This does not start out well at all. Okay, yeah, that was like 1.5 seconds too slow. I missed the jump. I'm probably not gonna do the balls, just strats, or well, I might do try some of them once, depending on how many lives I have left.
If it's okay, I can pop in with a quick donation.
Keep on, just yeah, no problem.
Okay, there's a $5 donation from Hitston.
Yeah.
Good morning! Show everyone how awesome Umihara Kawase is. I'd love to see this series speedrun more.
That missed. That was not how that stage is supposed to go. Ah, stop. Okay, this stage, if I get it immediately, it's easy. If I miss, it's stupid. Got it. Okay, so this is a boss stage. Boss stages in this game are, as opposed to a lot of other games, downtime. Because I can't really do anything until the boss lets me reach the door. I'm not gonna show off a ton, I'm gonna grab this, but if I die I have to redo the entire boss, and that's like 2 minutes right there, so I'm not gonna show off a ton, so this would be a really good time for donations if we have any.
We don't have any, sorry.
No matter. So anyway, might have to talk about the game then. So this is the original game was for Super Famicom, released only in Japan. And then there was a sequel for the PlayStation, also released only in Japan. Then there was a PSP port of the PlayStation game, released only in Japan. But the PSP port was a terrible port. So, well, it was supposed to to be released in America, but given that it was so bad, it never became. So then they made this DS collection. It has both the original Super Famicom game and the PlayStation game. And I think it's a definite version of both, because the Super Famicom game in this port has damn it, frog. No, you don't fall down there. The Super Famicom game has shorter loading times and less lag than the original, and for the PSX game they added a few fields in a DS route, so that's nice. Slightly smaller screen size, but that usually doesn't matter. No frog, you don't do that. Ah, 44, that doesn't usually happen on the stage. Okay, and then, fairly recently there was a... Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Fairly recently there was a game... I am screwing this stage up entirely too much. I should stop talking. That was the first step at least, and... Basically every mess up in this game has happened before. There's very much no way to screw up in this game that I have not managed to do before. This goldfish can be annoying. That was not a good run of that stage. So anyway, recently there was a game released for the 3DS. It was actually not only released in Japan. It was a retail game in Japan, and then America and Europe got it on the eShop. In the US it's called Yumi's Autodisu for some inane reason, and in Japan and Europe it's called Umihara Kawase. Oh, damn it. You're not actually supposed to be able to reach the door from this side. Oh, you're supposed to go down and around, but that's boring. Doing things the intended way is no way to speedrun. This is going terribly though. There we go. That was slow though. So yeah, now I'm on the sightseeing path. It only differs by a few fields from Bob's path, and I'm really more consistent at Bob's path, but yeah. Sightseeing path lets you see an extra boss, so there's that. Bob's path has 2 and sightseeing has 3, and then there's this stage also known as... How fast this goes depends entirely on where and on how much random spawns of enemies decide to screw me over. Okay, that was not bad. I had a practice run yesterday where there would spawn eels there for forever and I could not make it up. Oh, alright, this fish. The glassy surfaces you can't hook onto, so not real much to do about that. And that was a bad hook. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Every time I reach this stage I go the wrong way. So I missed the first cycle. Okay, I thought I would do it like that. Ah! Stupid platform. I was totally on top of that. Ah! Damn! That was really bad. I will keep thinking I'm not going to reach that platform. Yeah, that was really bad. So let's take this slightly slower to make sure I shall make this. Oh no, you don't. You don't spawn there. Okay, this is the extra boss. This is very much missed it. Okay, that was actually a really good boss fight. Right, it's there. I keep thinking the door is on that platform up there, but that's just the ceiling. Okay, and that's where the paths are no longer different. This is where I would have ended up no matter what path I took. Ah, this stage. This stage has a tendency to go wrong for me. It all depends on if I get these diagonal. Ah, okay, that was not bad. That was not good. Let's see if I can. Okay, no, I was high enough to not die. Hmm. 10 lives. I don't even need to take my safety one up. This is actually going really well. I usually die a lot more when I get this far. This shark is one of those enemies you don't want to kill ever, because if you kill it, enemy spawns that will screw you over so hard. Another stage where if a fish spawns in the wrong position, FML. Bumping it into that ceiling. So yeah, the biggest enemy in running this game is the randomly spawning enemies. Okay, this fish needs to be down there. If that big fish spawns down where those... Oh my god, seriously? Spawns down there, there's not a lot you can actually do about that. Okay, I have far too much bounce here. Did it. Okay. So this stage is annoying because there's an octopus up here, and I'm just gonna kill him. Oh wow, okay, this is a boss stage, so for the first 2 cycles is downtime, after that I need some serious time. So if we got any donations now would be a good time.
Sadly, no donations.
That's fine. So yeah, this is the last boss we're going to see. The giant enemy crab who spends like 3 minutes walking back and forth before letting you actually reach the exit. And I'm not going to show off a lot because it's very easy to screw up on this one. Like the bubbles knock you, that's not too dangerous. Well, there's still these 3. So what's chat saying? Whoa. Okay, so for the rest of the boss fight I'm pretty much gonna sit right here, because now it's starting to get actually dangerous. I would call serious time, but no one's talking anyway, so... And it's really only serious time when the crowd comes back. Well, that's a sort of rhythm to this. That's good. Music in this game is really good. In this round we're not hearing the best track, because this round does not go through any fields that has the best track. Oh man, I got a really good time going here. Okay, that should not be any problem. Okay, one more cycle, then we're done here. So yeah, the bosses in this game are just kind of boring, especially for a speedrun, but you still have to pay attention, because if you die, that's terrible. Okay, that should not be a problem. Alright. Still in serious time, because coming up is what I usually call the scariest grapple in the entire game. I usually get it though. Yeah, no problem. Okay, ready on the timer. Okay, that was not supposed to happen actually. Okay, let's see. I'll do this all the way. And time. That's really good for being sighting, but I think that's a PB, especially since I died only like once. That is really good. I usually die a lot more. So, should I do a shortest path around? It's like 3 minutes. Alright, so you can change the estimate to like 3 minutes or something. Or like 4 minutes, whatever. Or just reset the timer. Don't bother with the estimate. Oh yeah, also my Twitch is actually 616. I forgot to say it earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick run of the shortest path. It's 9 stages long. I think we have time for the next game anyway. Alright, so...
Yeah, we definitely have.
Alright, so here's the shortest path. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Ah. That was not how that stage was supposed to go. But it works. The stage is supposed to be 47. Oh, wow. That was a completely wrong grapple.
Okay, I definitely need to read a donation.
Go right ahead.
There's a $5 donation from Anonymous. Good luck on the run, KennyMan. Umihara Kawase is such an awesome and technical speed game, sorry. But he did well.
Oh god, I almost had a perfect swing up to that door and then I completely messed it up. And now I have no idea what I'm doing. Damn! That started out so well too. And the next field is what I like to call the don't blink field. And that's over. Ah, damn. Diagonals, don't fail me now. Okay, now my least favorite field on this path. Oh hey, this is actually gonna be a sub 30 on it. Oh, 25 seconds on that field, that is a good run of it. Okay, ready on the timer. And time. Oh wow, sub 3, that is awesome. I had like 2 deaths, so that is a good time for that. Alright. So that went really well, especially since I haven't had breakfast yet. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will be back with more grappling hooks tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some donations then. There's a $30 donation of Anonymous. Good run, KennyMan. Then there's a $10 donation of Kira for the sad donation, girl. Thank you, Kira. You made my day. And then there's another $5 anonymous donation. Tell Trinius that hashtag FA misses him. So next up is normally Metal Storm by Wary, if we find him.